Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. So today we're gonna learn how to analyze network traffic by using Wireshark. So the first thing you have to do is to install your Wireshark. So here I already installed mine. I also uploaded on our Google Classroom the portable version of Wireshark. So the portable version requires no installation at all. You simply click and then you can just run it. Okay, there are two pcap files, pcap1 and pcap2 for us to analyze today. So in order for you to open it, you simply click, okay? So this is the pcap1. This is a very simple traffic, I would say, because it contains only 30 packets. So each of these number, from number 1 to number 30, they are all the packets. Here, the first thing you have to do with Wireshark is to check the column here, right? So you can actually change the preferences of the column. Okay, so for example, I want to see the packet length information, so tick this, and also okay, I don't want to see this request line, so I untick. You can also play with the colors, so it is color coded. For example, the filter, they have three different colors, green, pink, and yellow. You can explore this by yourself if you want, and the rest is just some other settings that you can change. This is for the GUI. Okay, if you want to import another plugin, you can actually just import the package here, so you can use the package with the Wireshark. Okay, all right. So there are three sections or area here on Wireshark. The first area here shows the column. The second area here contain the frame, Ethernet, IP, and TCP. So these are the layer of OSI model actually. For example, if you click the Ethernet, you can check the MAC address information of the destination MAC address and the source MAC address. All right. And then the IP. Here is the IP header. IP header contains information such as the version, the total length, flags, TTL or the time to live, protocol, checksum, and the transmission control protocol or TCP contains information such as the source port, destination port, okay, and other information if you have flags. So this is the flag, pin, sync, reset, and the timestamps. All right. And the last area sections over here is the packet information in a raw format. Okay, so if you want to see in which location of the offset, so you can actually increase the size and you can see it. Okay, as network security analyst, right? We use Wireshark to do few things. First is to find the malicious activities. So we're gonna export the objects from the traffic in order for us to find the URL or any files, including images, audio, or TXT file that contain malicious information. And then from there, we can actually reconstruct a conversation. So how we're gonna do that is by applying the filter. So here, apply a display filter. For example, here I wanted to check the HTTP activity. So I simply type HTTP and press enter. Then it shows only the TCP, the HTTP protocol over here. Okay, this is not really a good example for the HTTP filtering. Okay, For this one, you can just see the basic, like the source IP, destination IP, that's it, right? Nothing much. Okay, let's take a look into the other PCAP. All right, so this one is more interesting because it contains more than 100 of packets for us to analyze. So how do we find the malicious URL? All right, so for example here, if you go to statistics, you can click HTTP and you can see the request, and you're gonna see the URL over here, the request by HTTP host. Okay, and then if you close and you go to statistic HTTP load distribution, you're gonna see both the request by the server and the response by the server. All right, okay, from here okay, this is very interesting. You can copy, but this is just telling you that it is doing the Windows update. So okay, another way is actually to export the objects. First we check the objects. For example, in this case I have two files that I can extract. The first one is the txt file and the second one is the bin file. So how do I import this? I can just simply save all, and then for example this one, and save it. But here is the thing, guys, you have to remember that now we are trying to extract files and we wanted to know whether it is malicious or not. So for doing this, I don't really recommend you to try it on your PC or your laptop because it might not contain virus, right? Or malware. So in order for us to do this, the best way is actually to run this PCAP, to analyze the PCAP on VirtualBox. Okay, but because this is just the principle of IT security, so we won't have enough time to cover this. But just to let you know, if you are really hunting for malware, you have to run the PCAP. I mean, analyze the PCAP by using the VirtualBox. This is the isolated environment. So if you are downloading malware and something happened to your system, it is okay, right? You can just delete and create a new VirtualBox. Okay. So for this one, let's continue file, export object. Okay. So let's import this one. You save it. I put it on my desktop. Okay. All right. So how do I know and how do I check if the file is malicious or not? Okay, so here we're gonna use another tool. It is a web-based tool called Virustotal. I actually explained about this Virustotal in previous class before the MCO, if any of you can recall. This is a free web-based analysis where you can actually upload a file, check the URL, or you can also search for the hash value. So instead of uploading the file, if it is big, you just calculate the hash value and search. So for example, I want to upload the file. I put it on my desktop. Okay, now I'm checking. Yes, no engines detected this file. So Virustotal is a collection of more than 70 antiviruses, right? So if there is no, so meaning to say the file is clean. All right, what about the other one? So if I click again, okay, I want to see this packet. So I click, then I know it's 983. Packet number 983. So if I right click, I can actually see the information about this particular packet. So I just follow TCP stream. All right. Okay. If you check on the file, it is encrypted, right? Yeah, nothing much you can do, but here is the header. It shows MZ. Okay, so we know that this is executable file, so it is suspicious. Right. Another thing for you to do is okay, export. Export HTTP. I want to see this packet again, 983. If we go to the hypertext transfer protocol, we can see the request URL here. So if I copy this and then I check with Virustotal again here, all right? Let's see if it is malicious. Yes. So the result shows that there are 4 engines detected this URL as malicious. And if you click on the details, you're going to see their information. Okay, they call it, okay, this is the commands, the hash value. At least 4, and the 4 AVs, they are the famous one, Fortinet and so forth, detected this as malicious, right? So that's how you can actually tell. So instead of downloading the active.bin like the txt just now, we can just check the URL. So you can play around with this. There are a lot of functions that you can use in order for you to check. Another thing is actually, for example, the previous packet, PCAP, all right? For this one, right? If let's say this one, I can see the information, whether it's post or get. So this is the activity by the client and the server. So if I follow one of these, follow HTTP stream for this for this particular network traffic packet, I can see the username and password is not encrypted here. So this is how you can actually extract any username that is not encrypted, especially if the web is not using the HTTPS or SSL. So you can see here username is admin and password is password. So that's how you can do with Wireshark. Okay, so that's it. I'll see you guys on the next hands-on. Bye. Assalamualaikum.